This shit is not easy, but it's work. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's work. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS.
Hey y'all, come on in.
This shit is not easy, but it's work.
All right, my lovelies, y'all come on in. We about to go ahead and get started with this Monday message reading. I'm tapping in for my star seeds today. So if you consider yourself a star seed, a chosen one, a generational curse breaker, a king, queen, goddess, anything in between, then these messages could be for you. Okay. All zodiac readings for the month of November have been posted. So if you are a whatever your sign is, doesn't matter. I did all 12 videos for all 12 zodiacs. Okay, so definitely go check that out. Also, if anyone is interested, I am doing a healing seminar where I'll be teaching shadow work. Okay, it is this Thursday. It is only $35. Okay, for a 3-hour shadow work seminar. I'll also be touching on ancestor veneration as well, how to include your ancestors in your shadow work journey. So for anyone who is interested in that, all of my information is going across the bottom of the screen. Definitely reach out and let me know. I will stop taking payments the date of. So the class is this coming Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that's like 7:30 Central Time. Okay, but if you're interested, definitely reach out. I do still have a lot of spots left. It is kind of short notice, but I'll be doing another one. I don't know if it'll be this month because we do have the holidays coming up at the end of the month. So maybe in December when I do the next one. But it is only $35. You get 3 hours of a shadow work seminar. You also get a Q&A at the end. So I'll be answering a lot of questions. And like I said, I'll also be touching on ancestor veneration as well. How to, include your ancestors in your healing process. Hey, Aileen. Shout out to one of my members, Aileen from YouTube. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. If you do want to become a member on YouTube, definitely make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know whenever I go live. But once you subscribe, the membership option should pop up and you can join. The cheapest membership is like $3 or $4 and you get a lot of access. So for example, when this live is over, I'm going to do an extended reading for my members. So they'll be able to see the extended portion of this reading. And if you are interested in seeing any extended videos or having early access to any videos or having private access to certain content, then definitely go check out the memberships. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Like I said, we're tapping in for my star seeds this week. My chosen ones, those who feel like they have a purpose or reason that they are here. So let's start and get a chakra card and see what the vibes are. Okay, we did enter into Scorpio season. I keep telling y'all this is the season of death and rebirth. So lots of things are ending so that new things can begin in its place. Okay, so just be paying attention to what is happening around you, what is happening in your life. Okay, pay attention to the things that spirit is kind of moving out of your space. Pay attention to the people who are walking away, to the relationships that are ending. Pay attention to the new urges for you to do something new or go somewhere new or start over here or go over there and do something. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, whatever it may be. All right. I'm subscribed and the membership option is not there for me. Can you post some screenshots. Okay, so when you go to my YouTube channel, you should be able to scroll. It should be like some columns at the top. It may say videos, lives, something else, whatever, whatever. Look at where it says membership. There should be a little toggle at the top that says membership. Okay. All right, so the chakra card for my star seeds is universal light. Okay, how accurate is that? All right, universal light. Okay, so again, I've been getting this energy a lot for a lot of people. There's a lot of awakening energy happening. That kind of popped off in Libra season, but a lot of people are going through an awakening. Either it's your first awakening or you're moving forward, you know, past the first stages of the beginner stages of your journey, and then you're moving to another level. Okay, so we have a awakening season or awakening period at every new level that we get to. Okay, so some of you guys could be going through a new awakening. Lots of things are changing around you or for you. Okay, lots of things are also changing internally. Okay, I see a lot of you guys doing a lot of self-work or just having the desire to focus in more. Okay, this is really going to be a month where it's going to be about you. All right, it's not really too much going on for a lot of people when it comes to relationships or other people around you. And if it does have anything to do with relationships or other people around you, it's not necessarily about the relationship itself. It's about, you know, is this something that you need in your space? Yes or no, type of thing. Not, do I need to keep working on this relationship and putting in this into this relationship, or, you know, me and this person gonna go get married? No, it's more so like, is this a person that needs to be around you? Yes or no. Is this a relationship that you should be intertwined with? Yes or no. That type of energy, right? But I'm definitely seeing that a lot of you guys are, again, being prone or being called to do a lot of self-work, whether that's healing, whether that's working on yourself, whether that's tapping in, whether that is meditation, anything that you can find, anything that you feel the desire to kind of go forward with, I definitely say go for it, especially if it has something to do with you, your personal journey, your personal plans, your personal goals, things of that nature. Okay, that's where all of your attention should be going. What do I need to change in order to start living the life that I want to live? That should be the question for you for this month. Okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to work on? What do I need to do in order for me to live the life that I've always wanted to live, or that I've been dreaming of living? Okay, because we have a lot of desires, and there's nothing wrong with having desires and wants and different things that you want to do or make happen, but you got to be able to go with the flow as well, right? Everything that we want, there's requirements to get it. Okay, so are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to, you know, take some of those roads, you know, less traveled, some of the uncomfortable positions in order to get the things that you want? All right, let's get a divine feminine energy card for my star seeds. One card, please. Thank you. We have intuition. Okay, intuition. So your intuition is always going to be very important. It doesn't really matter what cycle you're going through. You're always going to need your intuition, and your intuition will always be speaking to you. Okay, so this month, again, really focus on yourself. If your intuition is telling you certain things about what's going on in your space, you need to listen. If your intuition is telling you certain things about yourself, you need to listen. Whatever your intuition is telling you, you need to be listening. Whether you like it or not, whether it feels good or not, whether it suits what's in your head or not, whether it goes along with your fairy tale or not, whether it aligns with your delusional, you know, outlook or not, whether it makes you, you know, forces you to shift your perspective or not, regardless of what your intuition is showing you, you better be paying attention. Because again, everything may not feel good in the moment, but everything is happening for your good. And as long as you understand that and you kind of keep that at the forefront of your mind, then you should be okay. All right. Blues, greens, and yellows or golds will be very important this week. So if you feeling low on energy, or if you're feeling a little weird, or if you're just in a mood, in a funk, definitely, you know, look for those colors, or maybe dress in those colors, and you'll feel better. All right, this is also symbolic of nature as well, so spending time in nature. The weather has kind of been all over the place. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's whatever. So whenever you can, get as much outdoor time, as much nature time as you possibly can, because that'll also be helpful. All right, what is the affirmation here for my star seeds? One card, please. right. Oneness is my true nature. All right. That is your affirmation for this week. Oneness is my true nature. Okay. So again, getting aligned with yourself, becoming one with yourself. And it sometimes it kind of sounds like, I mean, like, duh, you're one with yourself, but not really. Okay, we may occupy this vessel, but we really don't have a relationship with ourselves the way that we should. Okay, so as far as this universal light card, I feel like a lot of you guys are coming into understanding of who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be moving through this life. Okay, I'm hearing that Pocahontas song, can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Okay, it's giving like in its most natural state, just evolution, figuring things out, understanding who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Self-discovery is going to be very important and very common for a lot of you guys. A lot of people are just in this state of discovering, whether you're discovering things about yourself or your life or your environment or your purpose or whatever it is. Okay, it's going to be very, very important for you guys to be at peace with yourselves and to be very connected with yourselves. Okay, again, certain things are only revealed when we have a relationship with ourselves. All right, we can't see everything if we're not tuned in or tapped in. We can't know what to look out for if we're not tuned in or tapped in. We can't avoid problems and issues and negativity and unnecessary downfalls and things of that nature if we're not tapped in. Okay, so please make sure that you are building and prioritizing the relationship with yourself. This is going to give you the foundation that you need. This is going to give you the insight that you need. This is going to give you all of the things that you need in order to function on this new level, or in order to prepare for this new level, or to beat this next level. Okay, let's get a cosmic card here for my star seeds. What is the theme? The cosmic theme here for my star seeds. Again, all of my readings are timeless, so if it doesn't resonate for you this week, it can resonate for you at any other time. Okay, just take what does resonate for you and leave what doesn't. Okay, let's get one cosmic card for my star seeds. All right, so the theme is star being guides, answer the call, and time to shine. Like I said, now we have the universal light card, and then this card is talking about it's time to shine. All right, so like I said, Spirit is really promoting you guys. This is the time for you guys to step into the light, step into who you are, step into your understanding of yourself, of what you're supposed to be doing, the things you're supposed to be accomplishing, the marks you're supposed to make on the world around you, okay, the people around you, so on and so forth. All right, you are being guided towards, like I said, your life purpose, or who you are, or what you're supposed to be doing, or getting a deeper understanding of yourself. Okay, again, it says answer the call and it's time to shine. So ask yourself, what call am I not answering? What is continuously being pushed in front of me and I'm ignoring it? Right? What am I here for? What am I supposed to be doing? When you start asking yourself questions like that, the only thing that can come is an answer. All right, so don't be afraid to ask yourself questions or to question the things that are happening to you or around you. All right, let's get one more cosmic card. All right, that came out fast. We have play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. Okay, so Spirit is saying for some of you guys, let your hair down. This process does not have it doesn't have to be overwhelming 24/7. It really doesn't. One of the main reasons why we run into so many issues and problems is just because we're not listening to our intuition. We're not following that inner voice. We're not taking into account, the things that Spirit is saying to us, or the things that we need to be, tapping into. So we take the hard road. And when we take the hard road, hard things happen. Right? Hard, unnecessary things that didn't even need to happen, things that didn't even need to go that way, things that shouldn't have played out like that. Okay, so Spirit is saying don't be so serious. Okay, don't be a tight ass. Just because certain things are being shown to you or certain things are happening in your space or in your life doesn't mean that you need to walk around, with your head hanging down and so depressed and just negative energy. All right. Change your frequency. Change what's going on. Change the way that you're even looking at it. Okay, your perspective determines how you see it, and the way that you see it is going to determine how you feel about it. So all you got to do to change how you feel about it is change how you see it. Once you start seeing things in a different light, you automatically take the harshness off of it. You take that negativity off of it. Now you see it for what it's supposed to be, or what it could be. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot for my star seeds. One card at a time, please. Wheel of Fortune as the first card. So it's time for things to change. It's time for some changes. It's time for some shifts. It's time for some new beginnings. Excuse me. It's time for cycles to end. All right. Some of y'all have been dealing with the same stuff over and over and over in different forms. Okay. The same energies, the same people, the same spaces, the same places. All right. So I see a lot of things changing for you, but you have to allow it to change. You have to allow yourself to see things the way that you need to see them. You got to allow yourself, again, to shift the perspective so that you feel differently about it. And once you feel differently about it, you'll act differently on it, right? I see, I feel, I act. That's how you need to keep that in your head, right? I see first. That's the first thing, is I see what's happening. I see the situation. I see what's going on. I choose the perspective, right? That's first. The second thing is I feel. Based on what I see, how do I feel? If what you're seeing makes you feel negative, then you need to change the way that you see it. If the way that you see it puts you in a depressive state, you need to change the way that you see it, right? The way I see determines the way I feel, right? And then the way I feel determines the way I act. So if I feel low vibrational, I'm not going to do shit because I'm not feeling good enough to make me act in a certain light. Understand? So if I change the way I see, I'm automatically changing the way I feel, which automatically changes the way that I act. And this is how we get results. Okay? So Spirit is saying you guys need to change your perspectives so that you can eventually act differently. Eventually you'll put forward a different foot. Okay? You'll do something different. All right? What else is here? Some of you guys could also be moving or traveling. I'm seeing airplanes. Okay? We have the Strength card. All right, so really tapping in and allowing yourself to make those tough decisions. There's going to be some things that you have to do that may not be the easiest. Okay, you're going to have to separate from some people. That may not be the easiest thing for you to do. You may have to leave some people behind. That may not be the easiest thing for you to do. You may have to get out of your comfort zone and fend for yourself, and you never have before. You always had support, or you always had help, or you always had somebody to count on or to lean on, or whatever the case is, and you can't do that. Or you've never had anybody to count on or lean on, and that's what you really desire, but you can't get it until you count and lean on yourself. Okay, so there's something here that is going to force you to display strength, force you to display consistency and determination. Okay, nothing comes to us easy. Nothing worth having isn't worth fighting for. Right? Whatever is worth having, you got to fight for it. You got to do the hard work. You got to face yourself. You got to, look at the man in the mirror. All right, Michael Jackson. You got to look at yourself and figure out, what am I doing or what am I not doing? That is either helping me achieve the things that I want to or hindering me from achieving those things. Okay, this is a month of like self-reflection. Again, death and rebirth. What do I need to kill off in order for me to live? What needs to die around me in order for me to have life? That's the energy that we're in. There's certain things that are draining you guys. It's draining you. And for some of you, it's draining you. But you're still dealing with it for whatever reason. You're still entertaining it for whatever reason. Okay? And it's up to you to, disengage, to let these things go in order for you to have the success that you want and the things that you actually deserve to have. Right? But you got to be in a position to deserve. You don't just wake up deserving some shit. No, you got to fight for it. Okay? And that's where the Strength card is coming in. Leo energy. All right? Ooh, let's see. We got the Three of Swords. Okay? So a lot of the things that some of you guys may have to cut off could result in heartbreak or you just, feeling down. I definitely see some of you guys, and this is the energy that I've been picking up on for a while. When it comes to relationship, there's a lot of third party energy. There's people intertwined in whatever you feel like it's supposed to be just you and this person. Okay, some of y'all may be finding out that you're in a third party situation or that your significant other is dealing with somebody else. Take it how it resonates. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. Some of y'all already knew this because intuition came out. Okay, so let's not act like we don't know what the fuck going on. Okay. I'm also saying for a lot of you guys as well, codependency has been a huge issue that has been coming up a lot. Okay, so some of you guys are learning that you can't be so codependent. You can't be in a position where you're always expecting somebody to come save you, somebody to come help you, somebody to come see about you, somebody to come check in on you, somebody to come support you. You can't always be in a state of expectation when it comes to other people. Okay, people have the right to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they don't have to support you. They don't have to do for you. They don't have to show up for you. That's a choice that they can make, whether they want to or don't want to do it. It's their choice. Okay, and some of y'all are so codependent that you're becoming greedy. You're sucking people dry, or you're holding people to these unnecessary ass expectations, and then you want to turn around and get mad at them because they can't meet your expectations. It's not their job to meet your expectations. It's your job to find somebody who already does. Okay? Another thing that is your job is to make sure that your expectations are worthy of being met in the first place. Nobody should have the responsibility of your mama when you was 6 years old. You're not six no more, and your mama is not, that age no more. So a lot of y'all get into relationships expecting these people to treat you like your mama should have treated you, or love you like your daddy should have loved you, or be there for you like your family should have been there for you. And they don't have a responsibility to do that. Okay? This is why healing is so important. This is why self-reflection is so important, because it shows us what is on us and then what is on other people. And a lot of the shit that is on us, we like to put on other people. Okay? So this month is really going to show you guys where your issues are, which is a good thing. Again, perspective. Right? It's a beautiful time because you get to see all of the problems that you have. You get to see all of the things that are around you that don't need to be there. And you have an opportunity to fix those things so that when you go into this next season, you can just reap. I mean, the spirit is literally giving some of y'all the keys to the kingdom, and you throwing that shit in the trash because it's not unlocking the door that you wanted it to unlock. That's crazy as hell. All right, what else is here for my star seeds? Ooh, that was two cards that flew out. We got the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So definitely some hard, tough decisions that need to be made. I mean, I don't really know what to tell y'all. Okay, Eight of Cups. Like I said, you gotta walk away from some things. This is a month to go ahead and I've been just being reminded of all my grandmother's sayings. Pick up your cross and walk. Okay, that means it's time to pick up your responsibilities and move forward. All right, that's what that means. Pick up your shit. Clean your shit up. Grab a trash bag and start. Y'all know spring cleaning energy? Okay, this is the end of the season, end of the cycle cleaning. All right, we have a opportunity to cleanse in the beginning of the season, and then we have another opportunity at the end of the season. Okay, this is the end of the season cleanse. That's the energy that we're walking into. So anything that does not serve you, you need to get you a trash bag and start throwing that shit in there. I don't care if it hurts. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I don't care if it makes you feel some type of way. I don't care, because at the end of the day, removing an infection may be painful, but it will save your life. Okay? Amputating an affected part of your body may change your whole entire life, but it will also save your entire life. Okay? So what in your life needs to be amputated? What things are sucking you dry? What leeches are in your life? And leeches are not always people. There's emotional leeches that we cause on ourselves. Right? There's negativity that we allow to feed off of our own energy. All right? So what is leeching off of me? What is leeching off of my energy? What am I allowing to come and take from me? Or what am I freely giving away? Because everybody in your life is not taken from you. So what are you giving away? What are you handing out? Some of y'all just handing out shit, handing out love, handing out support, handing out this, handing out that, and you don't get anything in return. That's not their fault. That's your fault. All right. What else is here? Last card for my star seeds. We got 2 cards. We got the Judgment and the Page of Cups. Okay. So definitely some decisions being made in regards to relationships. Like I said, some of the relationships that you're in or that you think are good for you. I don't care what type of relationship it is, whether it's a working relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, mom and daddy relationship. I don't care. Whatever ship you on, you need to be figuring out if it's the one for you or not. Okay? We have the 3 of Pentacles. So hard work is what's going to make this happen. Hard work, stability, and balance. For a lot of you guys, Spirit is trying to help you get this balance in your life. Okay? Get you balanced, get you focused, get you on the right path. And some of y'all, this is what you've been asking for. I'm getting the moon energy. Like behind closed doors, you know, emotionally, you've been asking for certain things. You've been wanting certain things. You've been desiring certain things. You've been wishing for certain things, hoping certain things come to you behind closed doors, right? Well, this is an opportunity where Spirit is saying, okay, here's the all of the shit that you need. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Now, what you gonna do about it? Okay? When we ask for stuff and we say we want to be in a certain place and we want to have this and we want to have that, the universe will be like, okay, cool. Well, this is what you got to do. Now you got to face this. It's like, have y'all ever played God of War? Okay, I used to love that game. When it first came out, I love God of War. Okay, but every level, right? There's different things that you got to do to beat the fucking level. The goal is to get to the end of the game. Right? So if I get to the 5th level and I got to beat this monster, then that's just who I got to beat. Okay? Same thing in life. If the end result is for me to be a millionaire, if the end result is for me to be stable, if the end result is for me to be a generational curse breaker, if the end result is for me to do all of these amazing, life-changing things, then why do I not think I have to change my life in order to get them? Make it make sense. Okay? So Spirit is saying you asked, and here it is. You said you wanted this, so here are the requirements, right? It's like a job. If I want to be the CEO, I have to be responsible for the company. I have to be responsible for the employees. I got to make sure everybody get paid. I got to make sure that, you know, all of the facilities are safe enough for my people to work at. I got to make sure that, you know, everybody's taxes is in order and this is together and that is together. I have to take on the responsibilities if I want the title. And a lot of y'all want the title, but you don't want the responsibilities, and it just does not work like that. Okay, so if you want to be a generational curse breaker, that means you got to break curses, which sometimes is not an easy thing to do. Most of the time, it's not an easy thing to do, right? If you want to be the first millionaire in your family, that's breaking a curse. Y'all don't think about that. You just want the money, but you're not thinking about the mentality, the mindset, the perspective that gets you the money, that gets you the success. Right? If I want to be the first person in my family to heal and to take healing and shadow work seriously, that means I got to take healing and shadow work seriously. I can't be the first to do this and the one to break this and the one to change this and then not change myself or break myself. Okay? All right, let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune for my star seeds. One card at a time. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by the Rightness card, okay? So anytime this card comes out, Spirit is basically telling you, you are more than ready to take on whatever it is that you're taking on. You are more than capable. You are more than ready. You are more than prepared to go forward and start to make it happen, okay? I tell you all the time, it doesn't take a lot to start. See, when we are thinking about things, we're thinking about the end result. We're thinking about, you know, the difficulty and all of that. You're not thinking about what's in front of you. What's in front of you is just starting. All you got to do is take one step forward. That's it. You thinking about the 1,500 steps in the future. Ain't nobody asked you about all that. Because you can only focus on what's in front of you. What's in front of you is step 1. So focus on step 1, which is awareness. Am I aware of the problems in my life? Am I aware of the things that need to be changed? Am I paying attention to the things that Spirit is showing me so that I can go and change it? Right? Pay attention. The first step is awareness. It's that simple. right? The first step is not you moving across the country. The first step is not you cutting off everybody around you. The first step is not you being by yourself and being lonely. The first step is not you running around like a chicken with your head cut off. The first step is to simply be aware. Am I aware of what the fuck is going on? Am I aware of where I am and where I need to be? Am I aware of the energies around me, the people around me, the relationships that I have? Am I aware? That's step one. Once you figure out what you are aware of and what you need to become more aware of, then you handle it as it comes. Right? After awareness, now I need to figure out what I need to do to change this. Now I know that this is my problem. How do I fix it? This is when the answers start to come in. All right? Let's clarify the strength card. We have the We Are the World card coming out for the strength card. So don't be afraid to lean on people, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't get into this prideful nature, you know, with this Leo energy, that with this strength card. Don't get into a prideful nature where you feel like you can't accept help. That's the worst place to be in. That's the worst place to be in, when you think you know it all and can't nobody come and help you. Okay, I don't care if it's therapy. I don't care if it's a life coach. I don't care if it's a counselor. I don't care if it's a pastor. I don't care what it is. A shaman, a consultant. I don't give a fuck. Okay, don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't have to go through things by yourself. You don't have to try to figure things out by yourself. Now, you are the only one that can do it. Right? You're the only one that can do the actual work, but you don't have to be by yourself to figure out what work needs to be done. Okay? So allow people to come in and help you. Don't be one of them Miss Independent people. You can be independent in so many other ways, but let independence come when it comes. If right now you need help, you need help. Okay? And again, help doesn't mean people are going to do the work for you, because nobody can do the work for you. You're the only one that can do your work. But there can be people around you that help guide you towards the answers. There can be people around you that help you gain a new perspective so that you then know what to do. Okay? Everyone's journey is different. That's why we can't do the work for nobody. Let's clarify this Three of Swords. One card, please. We have conditioning. Clarifying the Three of Swords. So some of you guys have been conditioned to deal with some of these, you know, negative relationships, okay? Whether this dates back to your childhood, you know, some of y'all are walking around with childhood trauma, and it's causing you to get into these relationships and think that it's normal to deal with toxicity. Right? You think it's normal to be stressed and depressed all day long. You think it's normal to wake up mad and irritated. You think it's normal to toss and turn at night and can't go to sleep because your mind is on 500,000 things. You think it's normal to always be going back and forth and arguing back and forth with people in your life. You think it's normal to be mad and walk around with an attitude all day 24/7. None of that shit is normal. Okay? So you need to be asking yourself, what in my life, again, awareness, what in my life have I been conditioned to think is normal, that is actually toxic, that actually hinders me, that actually harms me or hurts me? What is going on in my life? What parts of my life have I been, you know, taught incorrectly about? Okay, what people in my life, what people were in my environment or in my life as I was growing up, and what did these people teach me? That's a part of healing. That's a part of shadow work. Go down, write in your notebook. You should have a notebook. If you call yourself being spiritual anything, you should have a notebook. Okay, if you don't have a notebook and you call yourself spiritual, I beg to differ. All right, but find you a notebook, buy you a notebook, get you a notebook, right? Write down the people who grew up in the household with you, or the people who you were in households with as you were growing up. Write down the characteristics of those people, and then see how many of those things you share with them. You'll start to realize a lot of the shit that you think is just you. Oh, I'm just like that. Oh, I just got attitude problems. Oh, that's just how I talk. That's just how I am. A lot of that stuff that you think is you really belong to somebody the fuck else. And they deposited all of that bullshit into you because they didn't know no better. Right? This is why shadow work is so important, because we get out here and we start acting as the people who raised us. We start acting out like the motherfuckers, you know, who we were around, you know, the environments that we were in. And that's not always good, because it's not us. Okay? So you need to know what is me and what was them. What did I take that belonged to them and I've been trained to think is me? Okay? And what is actually mine? Who am I actually? Away from the people that raised me, away from the things that society has made me feel about myself, away from the experiences in my past. Who am I? Okay, that's where healing starts. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups. I see a lot of guys tapping in with crystals as well. If you've been feeling the need to do more crystal work, I definitely feel like you should. All right. We have sorrow, clarifying this Eight of Cups. Okay. So it's definitely not going to be easy for you guys to walk away from some of these people, places, and things. All right. It's okay to not feel good about walking away from things that you once, were in love with, or once had love for, or still have love for. It's okay. See, this is the thing, right? And I say this all the time. A lot of y'all think that this journey is supposed to feel good. So you try to force yourself to making everything feel good. Everything is not supposed to feel good. That doesn't even make sense. Right? We know that yin and yang are the basic principles and some of the basic, laws of the universe. That's opposites. So everything can't feel good and everything can't feel bad. That's just not how it goes. All right. So it's okay to grieve things that you have to walk away from. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel some type of way. It's okay to scream, to be upset, to be disappointed, to feel like a shit on a log. Okay. It's okay. The only thing that is important is if you move forward past it. You having the feeling is okay. That's natural. You feeling some type of way, that's okay. It's natural. But you staying in that position, staying in that emotional state, in that physical state, in that mental state, in that spiritual state, that's what's not okay. When it forces us to become stagnant, that's when it's not okay. All right. When we get so comfortable, we no longer moving, that's when it's not okay. All right. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. We have innocence. Okay, so like I said, a lot of you guys need to go back and do some childhood trauma work. All right, most of the things that make us the way that we are, make us feel the way we feel, make us act the way we act, make us do the things we do, stems from childhood. And it's so important to understand that, because once you start to go back and you start to, go over, the different experiences that you had and the different things that you went through, things start to make sense. Okay, your problems didn't start in your adulthood. And a lot of y'all think that childhood trauma just means, something happened to you as far as assault physically or something like that. Or that's not just trauma. Trauma is also fear. I told y'all before, one of my grandmothers instilled a lot of fear into me. She's a scary lady. She's just scared. Right? So when I was younger, she would be scared for me to go outside and play with my friends and stuff like that, because she was just terrified. She thought something was always going to happen. And that subconsciously, turned me into, for a while, and it still comes out in certain ways, but it turned me for a while into a teenager and a child who was just scared of a lot of shit. Because my grandmama was just scared of a lot of shit. Okay, so childhood traumas are not always going to be the ones that are so loud and they stand out to you. Sometimes the trauma is so subtle, right? Sometimes it's an attitude problem. Sometimes it's, being depressed. Sometimes it's never valuing yourself, or always thinking of yourself as less, or always trying to make yourself small, right? Sometimes it's being too codependent or too independent. Because being too independent is also a trauma. All these people that's walking around don't want nobody to help them, don't want nobody to assist them, they rather suffer in silence. Baby, you are traumatized. That's a trauma response. Okay? Because a healed person is going to ask for help. A person that is, doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to ask for help. Fuck it. They're like, look, I need some assistance. Okay? Because they know that they need it. And they know there's nothing wrong with it. But if you press yourself, if you pride yourself in having to do everything by yourself on your own, that's because you're trying to prove a point. That's trauma. You're still trying to prove a point to somebody. I don't need y'all. I don't need this. I can do it by myself. That's a point. You're trying to prove something to somebody. And there's nobody that you need to be proving anything to. Right? So it depends. Traumas come in all different shapes and sizes. So I tell y'all, shadow work is so important, because you never know what you're overlooking. You never know what that common denominator is that's holding you back, until you start going through all of the layers of your childhood and pulling all of that shit apart and figuring it the fuck out. Okay? So what's some advice here for my star seeds? We have compassion and unconditional love. Be kinder and nicer to yourself, y'all. Stop beating yourself up so much. That's also a trauma response. Always beating yourself up, you know, trying to beat people to the punch. Okay? I've seen people who, you know, in my family, I have cousins who have always been a little overweight or, you know, have had weight issues. Okay? And I've seen my family talk about them and make little comments and stuff. And then they became adults who started to make comments about themselves, right? And a lot of people may be like, oh, they just comfortable in their skin, so they cracking jokes about themselves. No, they're trying to beat people to the punch because they're so used to people taking jabs at them. They're so used to people coming for them. They're so used to people talking shit about them. They want to hurry up and get it out before that person has an opportunity to embarrass them, right? That's a trauma response. So there's so many different things that we do that we may not even realize stems from trauma because we've never looked at it that way. And that goes back to what? Perspective. The way I see it is the way I feel about it. The way I feel about it is the action that I take, right? So a lot of the reason why we can't take action in certain areas of our life is because we don't even see what the fucking problem is. Okay? What else is here? Butterflies can also be very significant. Butterflies symbolize transformation. So if you've been seeing a lot of butterflies or moths, definitely take that into consideration as well. Okay? We have move through fear. All right. What are you afraid of? Why are you so afraid of changing? Why are you so afraid of growing? Why are you so afraid of leaving these people behind? These are the questions you need to be asking yourself. Why am I so afraid to let this relationship go? I'm not going to die. Me letting somebody go is not going to make me pass out and croak. So why am I so afraid? Why am I so hesitant? You start asking yourself questions because you're the only one with the answers. You're the only one with the answers. People can come and give you what they think, right? But you're the only one who is gathering information with a complete perspective because you know all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all of your experiences, detail for detail. The people around you don't know everything about you. Okay? That's why you are the most important piece of this puzzle because you have all of the answers. You hold all of the information. All right? What other advice do we have here for my star seeds? We have divine timing. Divine timing. I tell you all the time, divine timing doesn't just happen, right? You got to make divine timing happen. How do you make divine timing happen? By getting in position. You put yourself in position. You get in place, right? Once you get in place, the things that are waiting for you can get into place, and then that's how we have divine timing. Period. You got to be at one place at one time, and the things that you want and desire are in one place at one time, and both of you guys meet in the middle. That's divine timing. Divine timing is not just going to show up on your doorstep and you sitting in the bed. That's not how divine timing works. Those, you know, that's not even how miracles work. Shit comes to you when you do some shit. Stop expecting something for nothing. A lot of y'all sit around, y'all lazy, you don't want to do nothing. You do 2 minutes of shadow work and then you go through life and you forget about it, okay? You talk to your ancestors for a couple days because you got this spark of, I need to change, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you forget about it and you go do some other shit. It's only when it's convenient for you or when you need something do y'all want to come back and try to play spiritual and put on this spiritual face. When for real, you ain't did shit spiritual. You don't walk spiritual, talk spiritual, act spiritual. Nothing about your life will let anybody know that you are a spiritual being other than a full moon ritual, other than 11:11. Watch how many people do this 11:11 when we have this 11:11 gate on the 11th of November. Watch how many people want to manifest. How many people want to talk about spirituality. How many people want to come out the woodworks and give readings and want to do spiritual shit. Okay, those are the fake fraudulent ass spiritualists. Y'all are fraudulent. Okay, spirituality is a lifestyle. It's the way that you do everything. You do spirituality every single day. You don't miss no days. Period. So until some of y'all get consistent, divine timing can't work for you because you're not even operating in your own divinity. All right, final messages of confirmation for my star seeds. Change your mentality, change your reality. What I tell y'all, perspective is going to be so important this month. Okay? What do I see? Am I looking at it from the right way? Okay? Wisdom. All right, tapping into the knowledge that you already have. A lot of y'all already have the knowledge. You just need to apply it, right? Wisdom is applied knowledge. Wisdom is not just knowing something. A lot of people know shit, but will they do it? No. So they're not wise. Wise people take the information that they have and they use it to their advantage. That's what makes you wise. Okay? You can't be wise just because you got the information, but you also sitting on your ass. That's not wise. That's stupid. All right? What else is here? We have water sign energy. Okay, so definitely working on some emotions here. Emotions will be highlighted, feelings, things of that nature. Whatever you do feel, whatever emotions come to the forefront, allow them to. Okay, allow yourself to be open to the things that are coming. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Okay, water moves with whatever environment it's in. Okay, it goes with the flow. If it gets pushed over there, it'll go over there. If it's over there, it's over here. All right, so move like water. Okay, period. Let's get one more card here for my star seeds. Last card out is new money opportunity. Okay, so some of you guys could definitely be coming into some finances, some things that you've been waiting for. You may come into some money that allows you to get started with moving forward in your journey. Okay, some of you guys could also be getting a new job, or just getting something, a new avenue with your money. Okay, having a new stream of income coming in as well. All right, either way, things look good. It all depends on your perspective. Okay, this reading is all about perspective. As long as you are coming in with the right mentality, as long as you're seeing things for what they are and dealing with things as they come, being real with yourself, being open to being wrong. Okay, being open to being wrong about your life or about certain things in your life. Okay, becoming more aware of the things that you need to change, and to not be so uptight. Okay, don't be so uptight. Don't run around like a bump on a log, just depressed and lazy energy. Okay, we don't got time for that. All right, so hopefully these messages resonated. If you want to book any personals, I am doing a 15-minute and 30-minute reading special for the month of November. If you want messages on November, how this month is going to affect you, how Scorpio season is going to affect you, definitely go ahead and hit me up either via email or inbox. Also, I am doing a 3-hour shadow work seminar on Thursday, this coming Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is only $35. It will be a 3-hour seminar going in completely on what shadow work is, how to do shadow work, some lessons, some guides, some things that you guys can use. Okay, and I'll also be going into ancestors, how they help us on our journey, how they assist us, and how we can use them for assistance when it comes to shadow work as well. Okay, any other services that you guys need can also be booked either via DM or email as well. Okay, again, make sure that you, if you're watching from YouTube, that you like, share, and subscribe. Once I end this video, I will be doing the extended for my members. We're going to get into love and finances, and then we'll get some final messages that will be on the members extended. So if you are a member, just give me like 2 minutes, and then I will restart the live on YouTube. If you want to become a member, definitely go check that out. If you're watching Facebook, I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in as well. Make sure that you send a reaction, share this video, comment down below if anything resonated, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Topic Tuesday. Peace.